Namaskar, this is me, Sanya Raj, back again. As I promised you all that I would be getting some wonderful women from India, and they have been. I know one of them very closely, and the kind of creativity, the kind of excellence these women have shown during the last week that I've heard. They have made some beautiful compositions. They are basically very creative, and they are from the musical world from India, and they have composed a beautiful, song for Independence Day, and that was really, really heart touching when I heard. And I immediately called Sangeeta Pant, who I know her personally, and it was such a wonderful that people, women from all walks of life are coming across and having no boundaries, having no ceiling, and they are just presenting themselves at their best. And this is so amazing. After 75 years of India's being independent, we are coming across, women are coming across as they supposed to. So I'm so glad to welcome wonderful women. There are 3 women who have made this happen, and I'm going to just get their names very clear uh, so that it is all under control. So I have today 3 women, that is Sangeeta Pant, Rajalakshmi Sanjay, and Vijaya Shankar, who have together composed this song. And the lyricist is Sangeeta. That's what I understand. I'm going to ask them to talk. Each one of them, we're going to be talking about the journey and how it was to come up with such a wonderful composition. So I'm going to welcome all. Hi, Sangeeta.
Hi, Sanya. Nice to see you after so long. And namaste to the entire audience. Very happy to be here again. I've been with you earlier too, and such a pleasure to be here.
Same here, and I'm going to get going even Vijayalakshmi and other. Hi, Rajalakshmi.
Namaste. Hi.
So good to see you.
Pleasure to be here.
Same
on
here.
your-
Really nice to see you. I'll just get Vijaya also in. Yes.
Say thank you for having us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
much. It's so wonderful to have so beautiful women all around, and it's always my pleasure to have women, a kind of a woman togetherness. I enjoy that, and I hope that
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, and I'm so glad and I'm so thankful to Sangeeta to made this possible to get me to introduce to both of you. I didn't had the too much time to call you personally, but I thought that okay, after the show I'm going to be talking to you both in length. And but I'm so grateful to Sangeeta that she and all of you, of course, who have come here and joined and given your time. And I must say, when I heard, I immediately called Sangeeta, and I had tears in my eyes because it was so emotional to listen to the music and the way you people have got all beautiful human beings, 75 people who got together. I mean, hats off to all 3 of you. Kind of 3 musketeers of music
Thank you
industry.
so much. Thank
So
you.
I would just begin asking any one of them who would, please feel free to. How did this thought come into your heads? Any one of them.
I think we'll start with Sangeeta only because she's the
Okay,
one to
thank you.
initiate it. She's the one who
Thank you.
initiated this, so it's better that
Yeah,
she's.
I only initiated, and then the rest of us. I mean, the rest is history. I mean, it wouldn't have happened alone. So what happened? We first of all, I must mention that we are all on the panel of Music Composers Association of India, and on the women's division of that. So we have been thinking for a long time to do something, to make a splash with all the women composers together. So we thought, why not this particular Independence Day, which is the 75th Independence Day, so it is going to be special. So why not do something for the nation as well as for the women composers? And if you see, you will find very few women composers who are really in the forefront. You always find male composers, whereas in the other facets of filmmaking, you'll find a lot of women out there. So we really wanted to do something for the women composers and along with that for the nation. So that is how it started, and I had written some lyrics on the concept that we had all brainstormed on. So then I called all of them and I said, "Okay, let's do something," and everybody was very enthusiastic about it. And I'm grateful to both of them. They've added so much to the song with their own inputs, and then it took a completely different turn altogether. So that's how it started, and the rest, I think the two of them can guess.
So, what do you think, Rajalakshmi? What do you have to say?
I'm just taking it forward from what Sangeeta just said. And as she said, the main intention for us was to get all the women, music composers, excellent musicians. They are all musicians first, and then composers. Some of them are lyricists. So we thought, why not? And not many people know them, you
Hmm.
know and we have 100 plus women music composers in our Music Composers Association of India, MCAI, which we head. So we thought, why not get them, and along with them have some celebrities, so that it's a good package. Nowadays everybody speaks of package, so we thought, why not give people a good package for Independence Day. Usually, all these special things don't happen for Independence Day, because people think, a patriotic song, it'll be there just for maybe that week, Independence Week, and then people will forget about it. So we said, no, nothing doing. This is something where nobody will mind coming forward, because it's for a cause, first of all, because there are three women composers involved. And secondly, it's for the nation. So it was really, and it was excellent camaraderie between the three of us. We had super fun, creating this track. And from here, I think Vijaya will take over.
Great, great, lovely. What about you, Vijaya?
So, like they've covered almost all the points. And in the particular song, the celebrities had all the reasons to join because, firstly, we were bringing to the fore the women composers. That's a huge encouragement. Secondly, first time ever in the history of India, three women composers have come forward. Thirdly, just three women have taken shouldering upon them, such a huge responsibility of coming up something for the nation pan India.
Yeah.
So in every which way, it was a challenge for us, and they were amused. I guess the whether the men composers or the celebrity, everybody, they were all fascinated to see what are these three going to come up with. So in a way, we have to thank them for having come forward. There were some who didn't want to, just kept quiet, and who after hearing or seeing said, "Oh, I wish I was in this." So we are happy. We are and thankful to the ones who gave their hands even before knowing what we were or what we were capable of delivering. We all thank them with all gratitude to them for trusting us.
Fantastic.
And thanks to us, proud of us that we didn't disappoint anybody. Finally, today there's a product. Every person that here says almost the same thing as you were saying. Like they have tears and they have goosebumps. Goosebumps is a common answer I've been getting. It's a common response I've got.
Exactly.
In a way, I think I kept on telling one thing constantly, that from the start I said there is some divine energy that's continuously with us, and I still maintain that. Otherwise, Matram wouldn't have been what it is today,
I
or
must
any random three people,
exactly,
or
and I
just three
think I
people.
right, Vijaya, I totally am with you, because the first of all, you're trendsetters. You break all the ceilings. You all three of you are so absolutely amazing, because the sister energy that we all need so badly in this world today, you actually are not just enhancing but activating it by saying that we women are sisters. We see each other not as competitors, but we see each other as resources, and we work together to bring more on the plate. So I think this is a beautiful message that you're giving. On top of it, it's such a great mix, keeping this passionate patriotism as being women. Women are the source, the core fabric of society, and you bring forward that element so elegantly and so gracefully through this music of yours. And the lyrics, Sangeeta, you really took my heart away. And the music, it's so complicated but yet so simple. It touched my heart. I'm from a musical background, not as good as you people, but yes, I have a musical sense, and I saw so many details. You people have done it, and I said, these guys are brilliant. I was so happy that it was just all you three. Although I don't know you personally, both of you, but I was so happy it was you all who made this happen. And so that's why I was so excited to have you on this platform and to tell the world that there are women who are go-getters.
Yes,
And yeah.
absolutely.
But here I would like to mention something, Sanya. There was no conscious attempt to become a trendsetter. We
Exactly.
genuinely wanted that, Music Composers Association of India has more than 100 women composers, so they should come to the fore. So, but if in the process we have become trendsetters, then why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Why not?
I think you the humbleness that you all carry is what the result is. Basically, you don't think of doing something, it just delivers, out of you, and that becomes the statement. And I think that is where the genuineness come across through your music. There is some genuineness, there is some thought, which is not just thinking of like showing who you are, but showing the thought process behind it. And I think that is what has touched people's heart. At least that's what I felt from you. And since I know Sangeeta personally, I've got an eye on her all the time, what she does.
Thank you.
So, and in that context, I was like, oh my God, what is she doing now? That kind of thing. But, and then I was surprised that how did you all manage these 75 wonderful people? What was that story? It would be very interesting, to know if any one of you would like to share.
Rajalakshmi, you want to take it?
Yeah, see, 75, they were all not musicians or singers or instrument players. 75 in the sense that also included technicians. Like, you have your videographer and sound engineers and all those people. So all of them inclusive, there were 75. So it was actually managing all of them. Some of it we kind of distributed a lot of job amongst ourselves, coordinating with celebrities and artists. Vijaya, she's an excellent speaker, and she's so sometimes when I get a little agitated with something, and I might just be a little loud, but she's like, okay, so like she's that.
The
So
balance.
yeah, very much. So I'm like full of, so that thing she was, though we were in, all the three of us were involved in music, the song making process 100%. Other than that, everything we did, so Vijaya used to take care of that. And so in that way we kind of divided the work, so we didn't find it difficult. And all of them were so sweet, because they because of the COVID, everyone recorded in their home setup, so obviously Sanjay was there, Sanjay Chandrasekhar, who has music. He has produced and arranged the music for
He's
this
the magician.
song.
He's the magician of this song.
Yeah, so I wanted to, I just interrupt Rajalakshmi. I wanted to say, generally people say behind every successful man there is a woman, but behind these three successful women was a very, very, strong man who supported us, Sanjay, and there were others too. But the music was done by Sanjay Chandrasekhar, who happens to be Rajalakshmi's husband too, and he
Mm.
did a fabulous job. Yeah, Vijaya, you want to say something, or
A strong
Rajalakshmi?
and a tall man.
Wow.
A
That
real tall pillar of support for us.
Absolutely.
Actually,
Extremely.
you know what, Sanya, I wanted to say that this is not, I'm not getting into the feminist point of thing, saying that even women can do this and we've done this. This is, we are not here that we've won over the men. We've done something where we've included men. We have included the whole, there's no differentiation in gender and this, or talent, or anything. We've brought all of them together. That is what women is, they are known for, right? Taking everyone together and going ahead as a team, you know so I think rest somebody else will continue.
Raj,
Neelam, would
I
you
just
like?
I
wanted to, I just wanted to say, Vijaya, I just wanted to say what Raj Lakshmi just said it, because I think this is the essence of women. Because I know that finally, you're a mother, you are a, you are everybody, and this is the talent a woman actually innately has. कि सबको साथ में,
Exactly.
everybody should be around, and that's more fun. That is why women on these kind of forums are much more, they bring much more on the plate. They're larger than life just because of this attitude that you just said. And I'm so proud to hear that from you. That
Yeah,
we
yeah.
everybody to be along rather than showing that we are better off. There's no
Yeah,
competition
there
involved.
is no competition. Exactly,
No,
exactly.
there is
There's no
none.
competition here,
We
And
complement each
women,
other.
yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
I
Please.
think Vijay would like to say
no.
something.
No, I was saying that, like she said, inclusive in the sense we've had legendary singers that who are seniors to us and people of our time and the next. So in that case, also we've been inclusive because we wanted it to touch all age group people, not just only seniors or not just our age or not just. So we wanted to connect with every age bracket that was there, people who are used to listening Anuradha ji, who still has a fantastic fabulous voice, and other, like, lot of other musicians and our times, like Shankar Mahadevan and Nandini, Hansika, everybody, Shan, and then the new age YouTubers, social media sensations. So
Right.
every person has been a part of this, and given that complete energy of then, now and future, सब मिल मिला के कल आज और कल सब मिला के एक बड़ा अच्छा सा पैकेज बन गया.
Super,
So
super.
that's what it's been. And all of us have been in everything. Even if I have been, contacting certain celebrities and singers, Raji has been doing Rajalakshmi, and Sangeeta has been doing her. She got Anuradha ji, she got Shan, she got so many others. So all of us have been doing collectively. अच्छा तुमने किया, मैंने ये किया. Nobody ever said तुम्हें इतना करना है, तुम्हें उतना करना है, तुम्हें उतना करना है, मैंने किया, तुमने नहीं किया. All of us were at all times into something. Okay, आज ये हो गया, आज ये हो गया, आगे क्या. That's how we were progressing with this song.
Wow. What a family building philosophy, because I think this is the crux of every successful event or anything you do in life. And I am so grateful that we are from India. And that is why, I have to boost a bit, because we are talking in front of all the people in the world today. And this is the essence of being an Indian woman, and which I'm very proud of, to be a part of that culture that we all come from, that we have this in us. And that we take along, we say, let's get along, and let's just, आपने जो बोला विजया ने, you just said it, that nobody is doing better or worse, everybody is doing for that particular mission, that we have it all in our hands. So wonderful to hear these thoughts.
I would like to mention something if it's okay.
Yeah.
Just like Rajalakshmi said that we are not here to say okay we are women and we are better than men. In fact, the Women's Division of Music Composers Association of India was formed by men. It was their brainchild. They. And I would like to mention Mr. Ashish Rego's name and Raviraj Pranami, who thought about having a women's division to bring, to the fore to encourage the women composers. So it is nothing like we are all, we all complement each other. We all think about each other, and that's how the world progresses. So I mean, the world is full of nice men and nice women, and if we can work together, that's the greatest thing that we can do.
Absolutely.
And here also in this project also they were behind us. I mean, they
Yeah,
had our
yeah.
back. for everything. I mean, whatever, wherever we got stuck, we would go to them and we
Absolutely.
would take guidance from them, because they've already done a couple of such projects in the
Mm.
past. So we had somebody to guide us. So
Right.
that is how it kind of fell together.
Wow, lovely. I think I would love to know a bit more on each one of you. If Vijaya would like to start, just tell people who are listening today who is Vijayalakshmi in context to the music and also as a person, if you wish to open up.
Okay, I'll make it. I'm a Tamram girl, Tamil, from born in a Tamil family in Jamshedpur, raised in Kolkata and Delhi later on. So only in Delhi, that's when I joined the college. That's when me and Sangeeta, we got introduced to each other with our music, and we used to be a part of all the intercollegiate competitions, whether it's a solo singing or duet or semi-classical or classical or whatever, just name anything to do with singing, we would go and win prizes for a college. Then after college I did my PG in music called Sangeet Shiromani from the Delhi University, and we also both of us learned from the same teacher. We learned Hindustani semi-classical, ghazal and geet, all that. After that, she gets married and she moves, and she moves to South Africa, and I get married. I come to the south, down south, so a couple of years I stay there. Then after that, we come to Mumbai. After coming to Mumbai, I start my career, actual career, after like two children.
Mm.
People stop careers after children. I started my career after two children.
Interesting.
Till then, in Delhi also, I haven't done anything professional. In Mumbai also, I came and my husband said, "Do something with your life," and the journey started. I said, "With life," but with first baby I had, and that's when I auditioned. So with my first baby in hand, I used to go to this production houses and audition, and there were people who used to laugh. The same sari clad, I used to go and have a baby in hand and audition. Didn't know where to leave the baby or how to plan everything. So that's how the life started. And after that, uh, I started living with my brother at my brother's place. Then you arrange a nanny and all. By then I have my second, so I stop again, stop. So my life has been always start stop. No, सब कहते हैं ब्रेक मिलना है, मैं बोलती हूँ ब्रेक बहुत मिल गया, एक्सेलरेटर चलनी है लाइफ की, तो इतने ब्रेक्स हो गए थे. Then after the second baby, again I started. Then initial years I was doing animation films and kids educational animational films, so that helped me to be home, create something that helped my children and children, of other children also. So that gave me enough time to be home, do home house stuff, and also do. Then slowly, little by little, after organizing things at home, I started mainly on jingles, not on films. A whole
Yeah.
lot of jingles. So I used to get to sing a whole lot of language jingles,
Mhm.
starting from Vico Turmeric to
Mhm.
then rest is history, about 2000 plus jingles I've
Okay.
done in multiple
Wow.
languages.
Uh,
Then films, I was something I never tried so much. Much later, I started trying and calling films. Don't have many Hindi films as such.
mm, mm,
I'm a more independent music person.
mm,
Uh, though I have playback in South films like Kannada,
mm,
Telugu,
mm,
one or
mm,
two in Tamil, like that.
mm,
But Hindi film, Bollywood has not been my major
mm.
forte. Then I was doing these spiritual albums for various uh, labels. Then
Okay.
those days there were a lot of remixes. Then the
Right.
remixes happened. Then I released an album, a pop album with Leslie Lewis of Colonial Cousin fame.
Ah,
So it's called Teri Meri Raah. So
okay.
that album was done.
Mm,
After that, again, some animation films. And in 2015 is when I did my first Hindi film called Baake Ki Crazy Bharat as a music director for Bollywood.
okay.
Then I did another film which is not yet released.
Mm,
And recently I did a Marathi film,
mm,
music for a Marathi film. Apart from that, I do concerts, Carnatic music concerts,
mm,
bhajan concerts, film concerts. Also, I'm a part of an NGO, I'm a board of trustee, for
mm.
which we do a fundraising concert called Meditation Music Masti, MQ. So it's
Really?
a Yeah, it's a rejuvenation program for school, college children, and corporates. So we
Mm-hmm.
raise funds and give it to girl child sanitary requirements.
Okay, very interesting.
Uh, and little other things also I do. I don't want to just keep it about myself. So this is about me,
Mm-hmm.
and the journey is on. We are at it now. The children are grown up, so entirely our lives is to our music and other things, our dreams, our passions.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a wonderful story, very inspiring story for many people, not just women, but also for men, because this is life is dynamic. So, and you've been real with your life, life is not fantasy. So your life has been full of life. So that's really amazing to hear that. And so what about you, Rajalakshmi, if I would say that, ask you?
Yeah, first of all, Foof, after listening to Vijaya, she's like so much of things that she's done and achieved. Um, for me, what do I say? I was always into music. Um, my mother is a Carnatic vocalist and a teacher, so music was always there at home. But when it's at home, you're not that serious about it. So I never learned from her. But I learned Hindustani classical music. That's we have two Indian forms. You must be knowing that, Carnatic and Hindustani. So I learned Hindustani, and then you know till my college I was into classical music, giving classical performances, concerts. And then I came to Mumbai, and like Vijay, I was also born and brought up in Jamshedpur. I was brought up in Jamshedpur. Then I came to Mumbai, college in St. Xavier's, and then from there, film music, jingles, all that. I was more fascinated towards that than classical music. That was always there. So I did a lot of regional films, jingles, and all that. And then again I went back to classical music for some time. Then I did my own album called Madhur Mantras with my husband Sanjay, and it's a very relaxing meditative kind of music where I researched on some ragas, Indian ragas, which are very relaxing, and then made some Sanskrit shlokas which everybody can recite, you know
Wow.
so that was the time I kind of I was thinking I have to do something of my own. So that was the time I realized, okay, I can compose, I can write, so I can do a lot many other things rather than just singing. So and Sanjay was very supportive, so that was like my second baby, Madhur Mantras. And then from there again I came into devotional music, and then came into some fusion music. So genres have always changed, but music has been an integral part of my life always till now, and I hope it's like that forever. And as composer now, with my husband, we are Sanjay Raji. So we compose for films, and we do background score also, which I would like to mention, because not many composers, especially women composers, they do songs but they don't take up background score. So we have a few good examples in India, and I'm very very excited about doing the background score of a film along with my husband. So that's great. I'm in a very happy space, and I hope that just continues.
Wow. Nice. Good to hear you. I was very curious. I don't know if you would like to mention about that meditative, your what you did, the CD, or what is it? Is it a
Yeah.
CD? It's a number of,
Yeah. It used to be CDs those days.
yeah.
So it was in a CD. It's available online too, called Madhur Mantras.
Okay.
And there are four basic tracks in them, which
Mhm.
has ragas like Ahir Bhairav and Durga. It's got different, it was actually, the thought process was, to spread these to a lot of IT companies,
Uh-huh.
they work under a lot of pressure. So
Yeah.
having workshops with this kind of music would just relax anybody.
Yeah.
But then it so happened that we couldn't get into the IT zone, but
Mhm.
any common man found it good enough, so I said our purpose is solved anyways.
Exactly. I mean, this is a problem. Stress is a common disease in all over the world for, in different levels. Even with the kids, it's coming down to nowadays. So
But music is meditation, right?
yes.
So when I'm sure even Vijay and Sangeeta would agree with me. When I'm singing or doing my riyaz, my practice or whatever, you just forget about the world. So that itself is meditation, right? So I think music keeps us alive, positive, and lots of love and positivity. I think music just spreads that.
It's very medicative. You're
Absolutely.
very right. So totally with you.
Yeah, medicative also. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
medicinal values
Correct.
also.
Very
Both.
true. Very true. Very true. Very healing. Very healing. So I'm totally with you in that. So lovely. Very, very good to hear all, both you wonderful women. And Sangeeta, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so yeah, sure. So like Vijay and Rajalakshmi are from far south, so I'm from up north. I'm an Uttarakhandi. I'm a Pahari girl,
Ah,
and as I think Rajalakshmi, Vijaya has already mentioned that we were both in Delhi and we were in college together. We learned from the same guru, light music. And after that, I went to NIIT and I did a diploma and started teaching there as faculty software because I wasn't very clear whether I wanted to, pursue music or what. And so I took some time, and but after a year and a half of working there, I realized that I actually wanted to, pursue music only. So I
right.
left my job, and then after that we went to South Africa. And in fact, I've kind of done it all. I've done shows, I've done concerts, I've done bhajans, I've done ghazals, film songs. I mean everything. And then I did jingles. Then I did. I've composed for films. I've sung for films,
Mm.
and I also do art of living bhajan concerts. I'm a
Okay.
follower of art of living. So
Yeah. Wow.
and I've been very fortunate that I've been able to, da- dabble or probably to some extent get recognition in each form of music. And other than that, I've just composed for a Nepali film which is yet to release, which is under production, a Hindi song for a Nepali film. And
Okay.
as you know, that I also like to take up social issues. Like
Yeah.
you remember last time you had interviewed me for Ya Khuda, which was an anti-rape song. So I
Yeah.
personally feel that as musicians, we have a certain social responsibility also.
Mm.
If everybody starts making only for Valentine's Day or for some
Exactly.
film or whatever, then we have a certain social responsibility. So we should also make songs for through an entertaining way or through a because I feel any creative art has more reach than preaching. If you preach a certain issue, people will not like to hear you. But if you do it through a song or a film for that matter, many films are made on social issues.
Mm.
Similarly, we can also do something through our songs. So that is what I attempted. And my
Mm.
song Yakuda won a lot of awards also. Best Music Video Award in Indo-French Festival and Best Music Director Award in Roshni Festival recently.
Mm.
So God has been kind, and I have been able to work with stalwarts like Birju Maharaj ji. For one of his ballet, I sang Meera,
Yeah.
and then for a couple of albums with Gulzar ji. So I have been very fortunate that way,
Wow.
and
Amazing.
continue to strive to do some good
So
stuff.
Wow.
Sanya, just imagine I have on one side I have a Shri Shri follower, and on one side I have a Isha follower. So just imagine so many philosophies just surrounded by that.
Amazing.
Like
I
she, Sangeeta rightly said, we have to contribute to the society. So I have also taken up songs on Swachh Bharat in a very fun way.
Yes.
Like she said, not preaching, in a very fun way. And songs for educating children for our
right.
project called Ashaye, where we collect funds to educate children. So Ashaye by itself as a song, I
Okay.
know. So, like, just not like she said, just not for commercials, for
Right.
as a service, music as a service, music as a contribution to the betterment of our society. Yes, we do, and we would love to keep doing that all the
I
time.
think this particular matram is a symbol of that voluntary effort that you've put, if I've understood it correctly, Sangeeta. And is that because this was a kind
Uh,
of voluntary act by all of you?
Yes, it was a collaborative effort. You're right,
It's not an
and it was.
NGO.
It's not an NGO thing, but
No, 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 no. I'm saying voluntary. It's voluntary by
yeah, it's
everybody,
voluntary.
Yes,
Yes,
and
it is.
absolutely,
it
absolutely
is just for
voluntary.
the service for the
Yeah,
nation. That's what.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So this is
So we
another.
will continue to strive. We will continue to strive to do such projects, come up with such songs.
Right,
Uh,
right.
And all the three of us, we are teachers also. We are music educators. So that's also something we are giving back to the society. What we have learned, we share with the younger, younger generation. And in fact, they would agree with me. We have students ranging from 5 year olds to 60, 70 year olds.
Wow.
So that
I have
that's a
one.
real.
I
Huh,
have one who's
yes,
70 years old. I call her my
yeah.
youngest student because she's the most enthu of all. You know, when lockdown happened and I converted my class, all my personal classes to online. Many of them were hesitant. Online kaise hoga? We want it. But she was the first one. She said, "No, no, I'm coming online." She was the first one, 70-year-old woman, and she was the Usha ji. Usha, her name is Usha. I call her Usha ji. So
Oh,
she was the first one to join the online class.
wow,
And
amazing.
just imagine, they are even one of my students, she's 75 plus, and they don't know much about technology. So they write it down in their diary. This is how I'm supposed to start up my computer. Then this is how I'm supposed to go to Zoom. And this is how they're so committed. It's so nice it's really inspiring to see such people. And then when you see them, you feel, oh my God, you're nothing. So you have a long way to go.
I'm with you. It's and thank God that your learning never stops while you're
Never
teaching.
stops.
You can say that. I think that's amazing. Because
And just imagine the kind of questions that you'll come across when you have a 5 year old, 7 year old, and वो जमाना था जब when we used to learn, तो हम लोग चुपचाप we used to learn whatever our guruji used to teach us. चुपचाप सीखो, घर आओ, practice करो.
right.
But you can't expect the same from today's kid. And very logical, beautiful questions they ask, so you better be ready. You have to be 110% ready to answer their questions. So it's a learning process always.
I'm with you.
You know,
Totally with you.
in our times, so like me and Sangeeta, when we were in college, just before the competition, we used to be so nervous. Today, it feels like children have started becoming professionals right from their womb, mother's womb.
Correct.
They come, 2-year-old child doing this, that, and diction clarity, sur clarity. I don't know where they pick up. They pick up right from the womb, and by the time they come out, they're professionals.
Very true.
It's
So
like
true.
that.
Totally true. I totally agree with you, Vijaya, because if you see the kids nowadays, like I don't know, I mean, I've not met every kid in the personal way, but in the TV, you get really shocked. 3 years
Yeah.
old, dancing as if she's been dancing along with Birju Maharaji. So I was like, or singers. I mean, it's amazing. And as you said, they probably, I believe in reincarnation. So I know that these guys have already done it
Ah,
all
yeah.
before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Brought forward. All brought forwards.
I had, in fact, I had asked my Guruji. I mean, when did these kids learn, and how are they singing like ustads at the age of 5 or 6? So he said the same thing. He said this is carry forward from the past life. Otherwise, it's not possible.
It's definitely not possible.
And I think I would love to say, because all of you are spiritual women here, and I have a spiritual bent too. So I think what we are talking about is like the keeping the deeds clear today, so that we can continue with
Very
the good deeds and become better in the
absolutely
next life. And I think
Absolutely.
this is where we are going actually.
important. Yeah.
And when we
It's
say the
important to finish it right here.
exactly.
It's no point
and how
accumulating.
and have a very good night's sleep.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Before we leave, I would love if any one of you have the possibility. I didn't ask you before if there is that we can hear the song. Anyone who is.
All of us together will do it.
Oh wow, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I would love.
Before we start, I would like to mention there is a fourth lady with us in the panel who has
Okay.
helped us with a bit of video editing and all. And Casey Loy has helped us with direction of the video.
Yeah.
I mean, I must mention because they've all just come forward and helped us out with it.
Fantastic.
in this
Whole
collaborative
lot
effort.
of them. Whole lot of them. Yeah, absolutely.
So wonderful. So wonderful.
So this
What are we singing?
We'll sing our Mataram only.
see.
Mataram.
Yeah.
Mataram, Mataram, Vande Mataram. Mataram, Mataram,
Mataram,
Vande
I think we should follow.
Mataram.
Mataram, Mataram. Sangeeta.
Mataram, Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Mataram,
Mataram.
Mataram, Vande Mataram.
तू शक्ति है, तू भक्ति है, तू बुद्धि की मिसाल है. राजलक्ष्मी.
तुझे सलाम करता है ये विश्व, तू
विश्व
कमाल
तो कमाल
है।
है.
तू कमाल है. वंदे मातरम, वंदे
Mataram.
मातरम. Actually, we should follow one after the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Do.
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम.
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम,
वंदे
Mataram.
Yeah, Vijaya. Now Vijaya will start.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande
Vande
Mataram.
Mataram. So that's how it
Nice. I mean, beautiful, so well sung, and I am so grateful and blessed to be, with you all, because however this sounds, ये जो हमने पुराने जो एक लता जी का जो एक सॉन्ग है, उसके बाद मैंने एक और सॉन्ग सुना था जो which was and this is the third song which I can only remember these three, and now I know that these are the three Independence Day songs, because मुझे और कोई याद ही नहीं है. एक सारे जहां से अच्छा तो हम गाते थे एज अ स्टूडेंट, उसको तो आप कोई बोल ही नहीं सकते. बट मेरे को जब मैंने आज I had been telling my kids, because I was so emotional when I heard, I said, you guys must hear this song, and I was crying when I was crying to hear when you guys were singing. It just goes through into your heart, and the
Thank you so
lyrics,
much.
Sunita, amazing lyrics, and
Thank you.
and the voices आप लोगों की तो मेरा I would love to connect with Rajalakshmi and Vijaya whenever you have
Sure.
time. I would love to connect with you and have some sessions with you. So
You have a teacher there. How many teachers?
but actually what happens is when I hope a lot of people might connect with you. If anyone wants to connect with you, are you open to get connected for
Yeah,
teaching?
absolutely. All of us. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Why not?
Right. So, I mean, I can always then, I would love to take your email, so you can maybe, people can make.
Emails, or they can DM us
I'll
on
send you the
Insta
numbers also.
or Instagram or
Right.
wherever.
I would love to get your each one of you's DMs, and I would like to put it on air, and let's hope people will connect with you, because this is a Zoom area. Everybody can digitally connect with you these days. They don't have to be
Yeah,
personally involved.
absolutely.
That's why it's easier.
Yeah.
So from a lot of people from Europe would love to get prominent souls who know their job, and they are like truly Indian classical, and from both the sections. I think you're from Karnataka, right, Vijay? Karnataka music?
No, Carnatic. Carnatic means traditional music. It's Carnatic music.
Yeah.
I've done Carnatic and Hindustani semi-classical.
Okay, so
Like
you are
music.
Carnatic music, and I think Rajalakshmi said that she's from Hindustani,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? And Sangeeta is
Our
also
foundations. Hindustani.
right. So I mean, like, this would be good for people to know that whichever, because a lot of people have their preferences, but I know Carnatic music is the real Indian music. If
Very
I
structured.
do
I don't
something
know.
called voiceology. Like I train more people about they like to know their voices, like how to what do I say? Transitioning from Carnatic to Hindustani or a light music without having the color of the other one.
Right.
Identifying their voice, their vocal textures, their vocal dynamics without one interfering with the other.
Right. I
So
think this would be very interesting if all of you or one of you or any one of you would, because I think a lot of people, I have this in my followers, we've got about 60, 70,000 followers who are just music lovers. And that would be great for them to understand the differences and the nuances that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there are shrutis and how the sound changes. And just on that, I think a lot of people would love to hear. And I can connect with you and we can talk more on and see if we
And
can have
I
a.
must mention here that Sanya herself is a good singer and she's been learning music for a long time.
But
Right,
Sanya,
I,
oh
Sanya?
my God,
you should sing
you
at
should
least
learn
two lines.
something.
Come on.
You have
Come
to.
on.
You have to.
And
Your favorite song.
not in front of you people, not in that. You guys are,
Hey, come
No,
on.
no,
what is
no, no.
there? What in front of?
I'm nobody. And no,
We
no, no,
are, we are not judging.
Two
We are not
lines.
here to judge. It's
If
just a
I'm
fun
not
time.
mistaken, you learn light classical, thumri and all.
yeah,
What do you?
yeah. But my music is for next birth. I'm just so. I have a guru. I was actually wanting to get you people introduced to my guru, who is a very close network with all the old gurus, like But his name is Mr. Indu Prakash, and he's
Oh, Indu Prakash.
you
Indu
are aware of.
Prakash is a मेरे ही घर. He's my guru bhai. He's from Delhi Gharana. The same ustad we had, both of us.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's my guru, and I've been
Okay,
learning
okay.
from him for last number of years.
He's fantastic. He sings so well.
Yeah. So I was, and I'm just so basic because I don't have that mahol that you were talking about. But since I have this inner, thing that I want to learn, so I've told him that I'm with you for next 100 years till you are alive and I'm alive, and we're going to do it slow and steady race. And agle janam mein phir I'll start singing. So I'm really, but I love to be involved with people like you who are, maestros of, say, music and in your own interest. So I would love to, but I'm going to sing for you guys one day. I promise you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
one day I thought you were singing now.
not
Come
at all.
on, come on.
Huh?
One line.
Bad. I'm
One
so
line.
telling you.
Yeah,
Bantai,
one line.
bantai.
Chal.
Come on.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Your
god.
time starts now.
Yeah. Okay. अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं. That's it. I am not
क्या बात है.
Lovely, lovely.
We were
And
asking
so-
for one
so
line and you
soulful.
sang four.
Yeah, couple.
So खाली starting problem है. Once you
Beautiful,
start, then you're in
beautiful.
it.
तुम सान्या के जैसे बुलाते नहीं.
And you know what, Sanya? मैं हमेशा अपने students से बोलती हूँ, whenever you're singing light music with any form, ghazal, bhajan, film songs, unless you touch the soul of the other person, through emoting through your singing, it's not. I mean, I don't consider it singing till the time it touches the heart of the other person. So what you sang was simple and yet it touched the heart because it was soulful.
Yeah.
So that is the best thing.
थैंक यू.
Great.
जो म्यूजिक है ना, लाइक जैसे म्यूजिक को देखना, जो रागास को समझना, वो मेरे गुरु ने समझा रहे हैं, बट उसको आवाज में उतारने के लिए तो एक एक जन्म लग जाता है, विच यू पीपल आर अवेयर ऑफ. आपको सब पता है. आई डोंट वांट टू से सो मच. सो वो जो म्यूजिक को गले में उतारना ही एक बड़ी कला है. वो बस आराम से सीख रही हूँ. बट जो आप कह रहे हैं सोलफुल गाना, वो तो ईश्वर को याद कर मैं गाती हूँ. दैट इज व्हाई आई लव टू डू
वो
भजन.
नजर आ रहा है. वो नजर आ रहा है.
Because I am a God fearing person, so That is what I
God
feel.
loving, God
Yeah.
loving,
God
God
love
caring man.
God love. Yes, yes, absolutely. So wonderful to have you. I'm so blessed to, thanks Sangeeta for making me meet
Thank
such
you. So are
great
we. Yeah.
beings. And क्या होता है कि जब मैं बाहर बैठती हूँ इंडिया में, हम कनेक्ट नहीं हो पाते हैं, तो मेरे लिए ये पर्सनल स्टूडेंट्स ये जो होते हैं मोमेंट्स मेरे लिए लाइक अ कैंडी होता है. It's like a chocolate for me to connect with some brilliant souls who are like-minded, and you just go through their, you have a heart connect. And I don't have to meet you ever again, because we will be always remembering, and if we ever meet, we will like be sisters. So
Thank
so
you
nice
so
to
much.
have you all
Thank you
here.
so
Thank you so
much.
much,
Thank you
Sanya. It
so
was a
much.
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Lovely talking to you.
Thank
Lovely
you so
talking.
much.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Pleasure.
connect you. Take care then.
Yes, yes,
Bye.
please do.
Take care. Yeah.
Please do.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So this was some wonderful, brilliant, creative souls. I'm so blessed to have, and to have met them. As I told all of you that I haven't met them personally myself, but I knew Sangeeta, and thanks to her that she allowed me to meet all these wonderful people. And I hope you love this show, because this is a genuine, humble, down to earth show, and this is what I love to do, as you all know. And I want to connect with all those people who have something more to say, who could be very, very unknown faces, but very known to the souls. And that's what I bring out in on the plate today. I have these wonderful musicians. Please go out and listen to this song Matram. I'm going to be writing on the net. Listen to the song Matram, who these women have composed and have sung with 75 others, musicians, instrumentalists, and also dancers. All sorts of creative people have come together to make this beautiful Independence Day song. And this was very heart touching. Thank you so much for today. And I'm going to connect with you. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Bye bye.